So welcome everybody back. Shout out to my whole Boost and Foreigns family. So today, Saturday, and it is snowing in Brooklyn. So I will be headed out to Riverdale, New Jersey. And as I was having a conversation with you guys and telling y'all from the last video, or maybe it's included in this video, wherever it is, I'll put a link to the last video where I was actually looking to purchase an S63 or a 840i. So in this video, we're actually gonna go look at another 2020 840i, and I like this one a lot better. So let's head out to Riverdale, New Jersey. Let's go. Welcome everybody back to Boost and Foreigns. You guys have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. All right, so I just got a call from Kia, and I'm actually already headed out there right now. It's gonna be about, doesn't even tell me how much minutes because it's talking about red light right now. It's gonna be about 51 minutes and I'm going 40 miles. So in a way, the snow is helping me get there a lot faster, but it is what it is. So I'm seeing pretty good service here. They really are calling up and following up, and it's probably because it's a slow day, technically, because it snowed, and plus they're about an hour out from New York City. Usually, as much as people are interested in cars, they try to get cars where they don't have to pay a toll and go a strong distance. They make phone calls. Like, as I told you guys, I called this dealership first. They said there's no overages or anything like that. But anyways, it was just nice to know that I received a phone call and a text and everything, and said text when I get there. So it seemed like they may give me that service, but let's see. All right, so I made it to, I wish I could have the sign above me, but the Kia of Riverdale. Yes, Kia of Riverdale. I actually like that Kia redid their sign. That's actually super dope. So of course it's a snowy day, so nothing's gonna be prepared and ready for me. But most of the cars are outside, and look at that green. Look at that green Audi. Oh my God. RS3, TTRS, and R8. We got a G80 there. We got a GTS and the E63, amongst other fire cars. They put them right outside so you guys could take it and look at it and steal it if you want. But most likely these cars have low jack. But anyways, let me just text the lady to let her know I'm here, because, you know, at the end of the day, I want to be respectful. She was the one who dealt with me, so I guess she just wants to be the one to deal with me. And it is what it is, you know. So let me send her that text and say, hey, I'm outside, and probably there's not gonna be much customers there because it literally snowed this morning, so that deters people from going to get purchase cars, trust me. And also because of the distance from New York City, so if somebody was gonna come here, they're probably like, whatever. I don't see the 840i, and I do want to say it on video quickly, like, there's other cars for $45,000-$50,000 where I could get a hell of a lot more car. You know, I can get an S560, like a 2018 or 2019 for about the same price, or even cheaper, or even an older S550, you know what I'm saying, or even an S450, you know, cars that have a lot more luxury. But right now, even though I'm paying, the MSRP of the car was almost like $100,000, the car is about half the price. Remember, 8 Series are going to continue to go down in price. They're not going to hold any value. Car, unless it's an M car, not really going to hold any value. But I'm necessarily trying to get a car that's reliable, that's going to last pretty long, that's going to be good. So there's a couple of customers going in right now. So, well, let me send that text to her, and I'll let you guys see probably when I get to the car. What I can tell, this is like a regular Kia dealership, but they sell used cars or cars that people trade in. So I'm actually going to get some hot chocolate right now real quick. I just need a 6.5. All right, let's see here. Hopefully I picked the right size. Oh yeah, cool. They should have gave that a cup, so it's gonna get hot. This key is really dope. I actually like this. 6 seats. That's pretty nice. And they got this panoramic sunroof. Pretty dope. Right now, they do the usual thing where they'll ask you how much you're looking to put down, how much you're looking to finance per month, terms. Just asking some preliminary questions just to see where you're at when it comes to paying, because I'm looking to finance. I'm not buying the car cash. Obviously not. And then, of course, I'm paying taxes in the state. So, of course, this is a regular dealership. They're not charging you additional service fees or contracts, which you could choose to purchase, which is a good thing. So I actually do like that part. That's actually pretty freaking dope. That they're not adding padding on anything. And the interest rate that they want to project was like 10%. My E63 has 6.89%. Like, nah, I have good credit, so that ain't gonna be an issue, if you know what I mean. So he wants to get a test drive and take a look at the car. We'll see. Right, this is the car. Right, 840i, black on black. Looks pretty good. Rotors look pretty good. Tires, I don't like the top profile of the tires. Okay, side looks pretty good. Walk around. We have the laser lights. We have the active front grille with all the coolers. Okay, side, same thing here with the M Sport brakes because it has the M Sport package. Got the rear arch. Never was a fan of it, but knowing that the MSRP of this car was about almost 100,000, I think 50 grand off of it 2 years later is a good price. These depreciated a lot, and they may still depreciate a little bit more, but looks good on the outside. All right, guys. So I took a walk around with the car. I took a test drive with the car. Everything is checking out for what I would need it for. Remember, I'm not getting it for speed. I'm getting it for reliability and space. And look. Black on black, not really a fan of black on black, but they're fine. Everything else is checking out with the car. It only has 30,000 miles on it. I inspected all the visual things that I can inspect. The only thing I would say is 2 front tires have to be replaced. I'm not paying for those tires. These 2 front tires need to be replaced. It's quite expensive for these tires, and absolutely I'm not paying for that. But all in all, interior is black on black. It has the rear sunshade, but it doesn't have the side sunshade, which is an option. I believe also with these cars, they do have an option with rear heated seats, which this one does not have this option at all. But it does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything like that. And honestly, the car is a comfortable place to be. The rear tires are perfectly fine. The brakes are fine. Everything is good from what I can see mechanically and visually. Just popping the hood, of course, taking visual looks. Of course, for my tuned people, modified people, this is a 2-port B58, not a 6-port, so it's not going to be the optimized, more powerful version. And for my people who like to tune, this one is also a manufacture date October of 2019. So I should have just popped the hood to take a look at the ECU, but nonetheless, I need a more reliable daily over my E63, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna go in there and talk with him a little bit. Right now, they actually have the car going, even though they're selling it for 50,000, they actually have it for 48, or I think it's 48 or 47,750. So it's like $2,000 off. There's no hidden fees, at least from what I can see. I told him, he said there's no BS going on. So we will see. There's other dope cars out here. We'll see. So we'll see what's happening. So they came back to me with some crazy terms, right? So like I told you, I was looking at that 740, and I'm looking at the 840. Cool. So I have top tier credit. It should be 800. So he told me it's 750, so it might be FICO, but he said it's 780. Cool. Still top tier, and they came back with me with some wild interest rate. They said, oh, we could get you on a 75-month term for guess what? I was like, what? He was like, oh, 10.89%. I said, excuse me? What? Excuse me? It was like, yeah, that's the rate that you can get. I was like, no, that's not the rate. That's not the market rate right now. I was like, I know where my credit score is at, and my card right now is 689. There's no way I'm top tier, and you're going to come back with me with 4% above that. And even then, on top of that, you're supposed to come back with something in the 7s. So I'm already turned down to that. And I was like, yo, don't go to the subprime, go to a better rate, better companies that's going to give me a better rate. Finance that. I was like, can we come back with a better rate? Then we could talk about down payment, and then we could talk about the year, the amount of months. But you got to come back with me with a better interest rate. I'm looking for the sevens. Anything he comes back with the sevens, with a 72 to 84 months term, we got a deal. So here's the best part. They came back the second time around, and guess what they told me? Because you're going to laugh at this. Remember, the first interest rate was 10.89, right? With their subprime banks. They didn't tell me that, but they went to a subprime bank. Guess how much it is now? 8.59. So you tell me the interest rate went down 2.5% because you went and tried another bank. He said it was actually from JP Morgan Chase, which is probably true. I could actually go and check that up on JP Morgan Chase site right now. But even then, I double checked my interest rate. It's not in the sixes. It's actually 7.39 on a refi on that car. So the fact that it's going up about 1 percentage point, which means I'm gonna be paying about $200 interest rate per month, is like, I'm like, am I digging that? It's not sitting well with me. And it's a 75 months term. I have 82 months on this one at 7.39%, and it's refinance. Refinance is usually gonna be higher rates. So I go right to pick to the bank, but the fact that they're going through JP, maybe they're getting a kickback of like a percentage point, which means that it might actually be like 8.1. So I'm gonna check with JP and see. Hey guys, so here it is. Your boy ended up getting a 7 series. Who would have known? We're gonna talk about it when I get back in the car, but your boy ended up getting a 7 series as a daily. Yes, not for performance, as a daily. Who would have ever known? The boy Boost is getting old. To do a quick voiceover for you guys, listen, I did not sign a contract for no 8%. I'm gonna break it down right now coming up, but just know, no 8%. Let's go, let's get it. Guys, I didn't even talk on the phone to give you guys an update. So pretty much, I don't know where I left it. So remember, they gave me the crappy APR. Then I ended up going back, having the second APR. They will offer me the second APR of 8.49%. A terrible APR. I really didn't like it. It wasn't going to work for me. Like, it absolutely wasn't. And I told them, the fact that you guys could come down 2.2% in interest just because I said, no, I have good credit, lets me know that there's a lot more to go. And I said also, I was like, they told me that Capital One was the bank that offered me the 8.69%, something like that. And I said, all right, well, I bank with Chase. So I said, I don't have to go through you guys. I said, I can just apply for a loan, and I bet you they give me a better rate, because I said, my Benz outside, I have it at 7.3 right now. And you guys offer me 8.69. I was like, I can get closer to that. I'm not paying all that extra money in interest. So they was like, okay, well, it was like, okay, well, we tried our best, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to apply for that right now. And it's like, seriously? I was like, yeah, seriously. And I literally pulled out my phone, and it took 2 minutes, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm approved for $66,000. And they were like, okay. And they're like, oh, well, we'll see if we can get you a better rate. And I was like, all right, well, go ahead and do that. And I went and I applied for the loan. It says it's up for a review or whatever. So then they came back to me, like, literally, I would say less than 5 minutes after that, and was like, oh, we tried our best to match your rate. We went with Bank of America, and they offer you 7.7. So I was like, oh, that's about 3% above my 0.3 above mine's. And I was like, even then, that could probably give me a better rate. And I was like, you guys should have came out with this first. You guys know I had good credit. I was like, this is on my first rodeo. They was like, yeah, we noticed that, and we could tell. Long story shorter, we got everything approved. The only thing I could say that was surprising to me was the car insurance. Car insurance was actually a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. Car insurance came up to too much. I don't want to get into the numbers of it, but it's more than my E63S. That didn't make any sense to me. I get it's a newer car, but it was like, my AMG collision and comprehensive was way cheaper. Mind you, yeah, it's a newer 2021, but I guess those BMWs, those things are really expensive, and people probably really be crashing it. So, long story short, your boy Boost still has the E63S, and now he has a daily driver 740i. I came a long way, man, from Q50s, man. I came a long way from Q50s, man. Boosting foreigns is really a thing. And here's the funny part. Like I told y'all in an earlier video, like I'm renting out the E63. And I'm going to get like 2 more cars regularly, cash, like a Honda Accord or something, because I'm trying to get ahead, man. It's nice driving these nice cars. I got a good job to pay for. I ain't got no kids, but I got to get ahead, man. I'm looking crazy on this video, though. I'm not digging this. I'm looking like crackhead. But outside of that, hopefully, guys, I'll see you in the next video. It'll probably be when I go pick up the car, because I didn't have my friends or anything with me to come and pick up the car. And plus, they had just got the car and they didn't even clean it or fully serviced it or anything like that yet. But outside of that, guys, I appreciate you. Definitely add me at Boosting Foreigns. Really, definitely. Damn, that's too bright in here. I'm sorry about that. But add me at Boosting Foreigns. Much love. I appreciate it. See you guys later.